Hey guys, just a little FYI, this video initially started out as sort of a rant about the longevity of AI and how long it lasts until people forget about it, but eventually it sort of turned into something else. But either way, it's going to be a great video. I hope you enjoyed it and you guys have a great day. AI will not last very long. At this point in time, it can be likened more towards that of the jingling of keys than an actual human revolution. I mean, how much more money is it going to cost net in the next year to run a fucking data center, let alone keep it alive? The 50k square foot strip mall down the street from my house spends less than $100 a year to keep the lights on. Meanwhile, depending on size, it costs double, triple, sometimes 10 times that to run a single data center for an entire month. And it's also not to mention the amount of water that gets wasted. And a lot of people don't realize this, but like data centers are literally like infrared cameras. Like they use the water to cool the shit down because it gets so hot. And when water becomes less desirable or it gets dissipated by the heat, they replace it with newer water. And so you can imagine with how many people use ChatGPT every single day, 600,000 gallons of water does not seem very efficient. So if any of these AI slop-tards start telling you about efficiency, make sure that they know what it costs and what is wasted to run these data centers. Because if you don't, much of the time these people make it their effort to actually go out of their way and ignore all criticisms of AI. I posted one of my most recent videos on r/AI wars, which is basically a bipartisan AI debate Reddit. And despite everything in the video, the only comments that I received were shit like this. This is a comment where somebody accused me of using slurs when apparently the slur is me calling people anti-human because they support robots taking over jobs. Antis are more anti-human than pros, and proceeds to just not elaborate further for no reason. Like he just said that. Like I don't even think he watched the video. And it's pretty common for most of their quote-unquote criticisms of my arguments to be something along the lines of, it's arguing against a cherry-picked straw man Goomba amalgamation of the worst of the worst. Like, dude, if you would have asked Grok about the video, it would have said it was full facts. And I'll be honest, this whole thing is starting to feel a lot more like a cult at this point. Because in a cult, you're not allowed to criticize the religion, and you're not allowed to have your own thoughts. There's just an unrelenting loyalty and a complete intentional ignorance of facts to whatever it is they're praising. Like, everything in this video can just be written off as a straw man or just plain virtue signaling. Like, they are intentionally avoiding the facts and shutting them down with these terms. But like the only reason that there's a war between artists and people who use AI is because the people that use AI don't understand art. Artists fully understand how AI works. Now listen, I used to be a part of the LGBTQ. In modern day, that is the closest thing to a cult that we'll ever get. You're not allowed to formulate your own opinions and criticize the community, because if you do, then they call you a Nazi, a racist, a conservative. And I know that it sounds a bit extreme to say that if you like AI, you're a part of a cult. But guess what? That's not what I'm saying. Like, if you're just somebody that uses it to make memes or like do a small task on the side that's a part of a larger project, I'm not talking about you. This video is about people that go out of their way to try and convince others that AI is going to take over the world. You're gonna lose your jobs. Artists are gonna become irrelevant. Like, those people are straight up cultists. They're walking around telling people what's going to happen as if they know. And I mean, like, some of this stuff online just straight up looks like brainwashing. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I know I've been doing a lot of stuff about AI, but it's something I'm really passionate about, so I'm gonna be using a lot of energy to make videos about it. Either way, I hope you liked the videos, and thanks so much again for subscribing and stuff, but you guys have a great rest of your day.
Kick it over here, baby pop. Now let me clear my throat.